Hello guys and welcome back to another Fate Grand Order Servant Summer Camp gameplay, and we're going to resume from the previous day. We got to know that what is happening here is that I'm guessing each and every night will have like its own theme. The previous theme was like a B slasher movie, so they had to survive that, and this is going to continue, and they'll have to survive the different trials that this play throws on these on our friends. And not only that, Yume Rain has become a ghost, so I don't know what we're going to do with that, but let's see. So this is the next part, the 4 heavenly kings of Summer Mountain. All right, let's begin. Okay. Oh, Raiko's here, okay. I've been hearing rumors as of late about a suspicious group on this mountain that is up to no good. They say this group brings spirits and monsters wherever they go, much like the night parade of 100 Oni. Oh, okay. Night parade of 100 Oni? Yes, that is what I've been told. Ordinarily, I would see to them myself, but right now Mother is obligated to fulfill my duties as Shadow Prefect. God damn. So, will you please go in my stead, Kintoki? I want you to find out what this parade is of 100 Oni truly is. If it is in fact a group of 100 Oni, then they are bound to cause great harm to the human world if left unchecked, and you will need to cut off their heads before they get a chance. Okay, well, 100 Oni, huh? It can't be the usual suspects behind this, right? Specifically since it'd be a huge pain in the ass to assemble 100 Oni like this. Yeah, like Shuten and Ibaraki. Like if it's them again, yeah, I guess it might be because they did have swim, their summer variants before. Besides, didn't the original night parade involve all kinds of monsters, not just Oni? Yeah, I think so. I've heard about, I need to check it out properly, what this thing is about, the 100 Oni parade or whatever. I guess it doesn't matter either way. You got it, Raiko. Whatever this group is, it definitely sounds like we ought to look into them. Indeed, thank you, Kintoki. Sure thing. Okay, so now then, how to actually go about this? Volunteering for duty is well and good, but there ain't no way I'm gonna find this group just walking around the mountain aimlessly. Alright, I got it. If I'm up against a parade of 100 Oni or monsters or whatever, then I'll have to put together my own team of 100 shining knights. Ah, wait. Where is he going to get so many people? Or servants? I know, there's other servants who got here before me, so I just gotta invite the ones who seem like they'd be up for this kind of thing. You know what, maybe he can just, if Iskander was here, he could have just, invited him, and in his noble phantasm, he would get more than 100 people. You know, I think this is gonna be fun. Hang in there, bad boys, I'm coming for ya. Or maybe Hassan of 100 personas, you know? Like, she's 100 of them. Oh, Tota. Haha, I see. So that's why you called us here. Then I think that makes us the 4 new heavenly kings. And in case, I have to make extra sure I don't let you down. Hell yeah, I knew I could count on you, boss Tawara. You're like 100 golden warriors all on your own. Tawara Tota aka Fujiwara no Hidesato. There ain't a warrior from the Heian period who doesn't know your name. With you and your giant monster slaying kills on our side, I might not even have to get my own hands dirty. Oh, Robin Hood. I can't find my way in a forest, alright, but don't expect me to be much of fighting off monsters. Damn it, where's old man Tell when you need him? Yeah, maybe he's camouflaged in some tall grass or just shut himself away somewhere. Hey, I'd have asked him if I saw him, but if he ain't around now, there ain't much we can do. Mandicardo, our bro is here. So that's why I'm filling him in for him, huh? Sorry you guys got stuck with me. I really should have told them not to expect me to be much use in a fight either. Sure, I have some rangering experience, but I'm not really cut out for saying monsters and crap. I knew I should have turned him down when he asked me, but I just ended up nodding yes without thinking about it. I really am sorry they got stuck with me. Huh? What are you talking about, Mandicardo? You are not filling in for anybody. Huh? You were there. Our eyes met. And when two dudes' eyes met while there's a mountain with a parade of monsters right nearby. The only thing left to do is to line up side by side and set up a golden hiking adventure. I had a good feeling about you the moment our eyes met. It told me you were the kind of guy who would get things done. Yeah, don't pay too much attention to anything Kintoki says, Mandicardo. He's pretty much entirely a creature of intuition, though I have to admit his intuition is scarily accurate a lot of the time. Yeah, that's true. I see. Man, this arch is all sociable, like it's no big deal too, huh? Robin Hood is not that much sociable, I think. Yeah, he's kind of... yeah, normal, I guess. On a different note, I love your wooden sword. I can't tell how fired up you are. Kintoki is sociable, you know? Yeah. Talk about golden. I ain't all that good at Chambara myself, but I'd love to try sparring with you sometime. Damn, now that's what I call bright. Hell, even his hair is practically shining. Because it's Gintoki, that's why. I was going to call him Gintoki, my god. Man, I'm so jealous. I can't even imagine what it must be like to be so open. Chambara, is that cut of a meat or something? Or is that what you call sword fighting back east? Sure, that works. Wait, what? I don't know much about it myself, but apparently that's what they call samurai movies and stuff these days. Really? What? I think the word's supposed to be the sound of swords clashing, something like that. Oh, I did not know that. Okay. Oh yeah, I just remembered. Back when I was a kid, me and the other kids used to play Chambara with unit sticks and dull swords all the time. We'd be all, gotcha, you got me. I did it. I'm dead. Ah, and stuff. Okay, so basically kind of playing pretend. Man, it was a blast. Ah, that's nice. Kids really are the same no matter where you go. Wait, wasn't Kintoki brought up by... Anyway, getting back on track. Is this where the Oni parade is supposed to be spotted? Yeah, should be. Let's see. Yeah, there's definitely tracks around here that weren't made by either human or servant. Shall we see where they lead? Go for it first, gorilla. That's Wise Forest Gorilla Sage to you, pal. Oh, that's the name you took, okay. We're not too far from him now. Come on, this way. Oh, it's a demonic boar. There it is. It's not just a demon boar, look over there. We've also got a wolf, a bicon, a soul eater, a homunculus, and a chimera. Okay. Damn. Oh, so we have an assortment of different monsters all traveling together. That does sound like an Oni parade. Oh hey guys, what are you doing here? Who's this? Ah, Ushiwaka! Ah? Ushiwaka Maru, what are you doing here? Why is she wearing what looks like a red one? Well, that's a summer costume, whatever. No wait, is that an apron? Oh, it's a swimsuit. I'd forgotten she got one too. Come on. While playing, of course. Here, let me introduce you to everyone. The big demon boar is Machosuke. The strong yet gentle one is Homube. And the one with the awesome horns is Baizo. Wait, are these like actual people from the Minamoto clan that she named them with? I'm guessing must be. Because these names sound like some names from some warriors or something. And over there is... well, sounds like we'd better ask what's going on there. Alright, let me see if I got this straight. You were out here playing because this mountain reminded you of Mount Kurama, which is how you met and became buds with these guys? Basically, yes. The aura the Sacred Mountain's heart gives off is just as strong as Mount Kurama was. Though I guess it is technically a little bit more evil too. Anyway, it made me so nostalgic that I couldn't help but want to run around and play. Read, train. So, I find myself and some animal playmates up here, like I did on Mount Kurama with Kumataro and Tanukichi. And I've been playing with them ever since. Kumataro and Tanukichi. I'm guessing Kumataro is a bear and Tanukichi is a tanuki, I'm guessing? Couldn't help but notice, but there's demonic beasts mixed up with these animals though. I've always been able to talk to animals since I'm a genius and all, so I thought there might be some monsters out there who would be willing to listen to reason, and I was right. You think? I guess that makes kind of sense, sort of. Well, I can see that happening. I used to go play up on Mount Ashigara all the time too. And best of all, I'm glad this turned out not to be anything dangerous. Is it? Still, I don't know what Raiku's gonna say about this. Indeed. Well, they're part of the same clan, like, you know, Raiko and Ushiwaka, so I don't think it would hurt to tell her she has no cause for concern, but still. Hey, I've got an idea. Now that you're all here, why don't you play with us? Play or train, you know? We have to fight her, I'm guessing, next time. Between Lord Kintoki and 4 Heavenly Kings, Lord Tawaratota with his fearless strength, Lord Robin with speed and agility, and Lord Mandicardo's wooden sword. Why? Why did you say that? Stop, don't. Mandicardos will be depressed now. We could play so many fun games. In fact, I'm actually hiding a wooden sword of my own under my futon that has Mount Kurama carved. Why don't we all play Chambara together? Am I imagining thing, or did she really just invite us to play together? Train, not play, you know? Her playing means training. Sorry, I appreciate the offer, but we're not really in the mood to play right now. I'm afraid we've still got to figure out what to do about your friends there. She's depressed. Okay, I got it. Looks like this is the only way to go. Let's play Ushiwaka-maru. Yay! Whoa, hang on. Raiku's that super strong, super scary samurai lady, right? You sure she'd be okay with us breaking her rules like that? You bet. She might even be uncompromising. Oh my god. When it comes to Oni, but she's usually willing to listen to reason otherwise. Besides, with all of us here like this, it'd be more of a waste not to take advantage of this chance to have some fun. Alright, Ushiwaka, let's do some team battle. And let's say the losing team has to do one thing the winning team says. Okay. Sounds good? A bet. A bet, huh? By all means, bring it on. A good game's even more fun when there's something on the line. I see you have a plan in mind. In that case, I have no objections. Now, what shall we play? Good question. I think something competitive that really doesn't rely on equipment is the way to go here. So, how about sumo? Sumo. Oh, so you want to challenge me to sumo, huh? Not even Suno had those kind of guts. Who's the mentor again? Kichiho again? He ought to be proud because he did a damn good time. He did a damn good job teaching you. You have my respect. Alright, wait a minute. While we decide the order, let's see. We're gonna need a relay order, so to speak. So at first, a second, and third, followed by our anchor. Oh, I'll go first. I'm obviously the weakest here, and I don't think I could handle the pressure in any other position, so... Don't be ridiculous! It's a game, remember? Just relax and have fun with it. In fact, we're gonna start by going all out with a round of rock, paper, scissors to choose the order. Are you kidding me? Imagine Mandicardo being the final person. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I'm not too confident in my chances here either. Here goes. Rock, paper, scissors. Golden! What? I wonder who won. Okay, we'll see. Alright, here we go. So... a berserker. Okay. Ooh. Doskoi! And Lord Dota takes the first match. It was a lot of fun seeing you grapple with Homube like that, and that was before you sent him flying. You're so strong. What can I say? It's all thanks to the power of rice. I encourage all of you to eat plenty of rice too. Fish is important too, of course, but I can't recommend meat. It may taste good, but it won't help you get stronger. So, if that's your goal, make sure you eat plenty of rice and fish. So if you don't care about rice, bread will do in a pinch too. Kind of nice to see Tawara not too hung up on what he considers to be the one and only way. Second contestants, you're up. Begin. Okay, the first one was Tawara. Okay. Second one is Robin Hood. Oh my god. Wait, Robin Hood lost? No technique in the world is gonna make up for that difference in weight. Okay, makes sense. Like Robin Hood is an archer, you know, like he kind of always like in camouflage and everything and fighting from the shadows. So in a sumo battle, I guess, yeah. And Baizo wins the headlong charge. You'll never win if you just keep dodging all the time, Lord Robin. You only tire yourself out and open yourself up to being knocked out of the ring again. You need to go in there determined to face Baizu head on, even if you have to take his horns right to your gut. God. Are you trying to get me killed? I don't even want to be in this thing's line of sight, let alone in its scoring distance. Now, for the third match, I'll be oh my god. Stop. Is it Van Ricardo? I'll be your opponent this time. Oh wait, this outfit might get in the way of our sumo match, huh? Hang on while I change into something a little less restrictive. Is she going to wear her rider? Wait, what the? I haven't done sumo in mountains forever. This is gonna be fun. Oh no, it's Kintoki. Kintoki is going to fight her. Good grief. Alright, since Ushibaka Mount's competing, I guess I'll be the ref this time. How did it go again? Turn and face your opponent. Hang on. I forgot Ushiba's still in the swim. Oh yeah! Kintoki's not good with it. Hell, she's even more exposed now than she was before. I feel like he's going to lose. Oh my god, just because Ushiwara's in a swimsuit. So how the hell am I gonna fight a sumo match against a lady who's barely dressed? That ain't golden. This ain't golden at all. No, not to mention her face is right there. And begin. He's going to lose. No fair. What was that? We're trying, Lord Kintoki. I did my best. Well, you could have fooled me. You were completely off balance. Your eyes were wandering all over the place. No, the more I think about it, the more I refuse to accept this outcome. I demand a rematch. Hey now, none of that. That great thing about games like these is that they're one and done, alright? Just take the win. Yeah, you can fight with Van Ricardo, you know. Alright, I guess we'll just have to call that round invalid. It just wouldn't feel right counting that as a victory. Still, I wonder what happened. I guess Lord Kintoki must have eaten something that disagreed with him. Yeah, I wonder. Anyway, that puts the score at 1 win and 1 loss each, which means the anchor round will decide everything. God, like Mandicardo's the anchor. Alright, go out there and give him hell, anchor. I can't do this. No, seriously, I can't. Have you seen my opponent? He's an actual demon boar. And those things are so vicious, not even Diarmuid survived his encounter with one. No matter how you slice it, a pitiful, pathetic, third-rate excuse of a servant like me could never measure up. Oh my god. Hey now, don't talk like that about yourself. You're my golden teammate and our sumo team's anchor. In my book, that makes you one of my best buds. Besides, this is all just a game. Don't worry about winning. Long as you're having fun, that's all matters. A game. That's right, I'm playing a game, aren't I? It's so far from what I've used that I didn't even realize it. Yeah, that's true. And on top of that, you're calling me Bud? As in Bud? Are you really sure it's okay for a downer like me to be here playing with friends? Ah, of course it is. Tell you what, win or lose, I'll treat you some handmade rice balls when this is all over. There you have it. Both Kintoki and Tawara here are the kind of guys who mean what they say and say what they mean. They'll enjoy themselves no matter which side wins. So, quit worrying, Mandicardo. Just have fun. Anchor or not, even if you lose, you'll just end up in the same spot as me. That's true. Robin Hood lost, so... But, yeah, that being said, I'm not just saying that because I don't want to be the only one in the loser's circle. Just saying. Alright, I'll do my best I can. If I give it all I've got, I might just have a shot. I hope. Then let's get this final battle between the team anchors, Machosuke and Mandikado started. And begin. There you go, Machosuke is there. Rah! Alright, here we go. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take Yang Guifei with me. Because I've not used her that much. Oh no. God damn, it's a solo match. Okay. I was gonna say I'm gonna take Yang Guifei with me because it's a berserker. You know what? I'll take her next time. Okay, where is there you go. This Mystic Code is so good in 1 versus 1 fight. You get a healing, like, you know, skill, you get an evade skill, and you also get a, like, you know, Noble Phantasm and attack increase skill. Okay. Hopefully this will be fine. High energy friendship. Ooh. Okay. Let's go. Power of friendship. Oh. Okay, you cannot do it this time. I think you cannot. Yeah, there you go. Oh no, I don't have any mystic codes. What the hell? Oh yeah, Master is not here. Like, Fujimaru is not here, so... God damn. Okay, you know what? It'll be fine. Let's see. Okay, score a crit damage. There you go, nice. Nice crit, nice crit. Perfect. Friendship power is working. Let's do this. Alright, friendship power, let's go. You know what? Nice. Okay, that was easy. That was an easy match. That was too easy, in fact. And we won, hopefully. Huh? Was I sleeping? When did that happen? What happened with the match? Wait, did he lose? Haha, so you don't remember what happened, do you? I suppose that just goes to show how focused you were. Excellent work. Huh? Does that mean... Tiny fist bump. Wait, did he win or did he lose? So as for the penalty of the losing team... Oh god. I'm ready, just tell me whose head you want and I'll bring it back to you in the beat of a Tengu's wing. Oh, he won. Okay, there you go. Whether it be me, my own head, or the head of someone present now makes no difference to me. I don't need anyone's head. This ain't golden. No, the penalty that you play with these guys... the penalty is that when you play with these guys, you gotta do it further up in the mountain. Oh, is that all? Are you sure? Yup, nobody should see them as long as they stay away from the lake and the cottage and stuff. And that means Raikou shouldn't have to worry about them. Indeed, that seems like a fine solution. I'm not sure what you guys are talking about, but okay. I was just about done exploring the area anyway. Besides, I might be able to make even more new friends if I head further up the mountain. Well, see you all there. See you all later then. Hiyo, Machutsuke. She's riding them. Never seen anyone use demon boar as a mount before. Anyway, there you go. They said that this singularity was full of fear and horror and stuff. Well, at one place, horror is happening, so... But just like Ushiwaka here, there's people who don't let any of that slow him down. I guess she's not afraid of anything, or she's just confident to know she'll be fine no matter what. Oh, that goes for you too, of course. Me, you think? Confidence, huh? Not something I got in abundance. But I guess this does show that a real hero is confident enough to enjoy anything, even the most dire predicament. And that's good to know. Anyways, now that we have taken care of what right we wanted, how about we go home and grab some grub? Agreed, rice always tastes better after a good game. If you all like mountain vegetables, then I'll be glad to cook you up a meal that even Madam Benny would approve of. And yes, when I say all of you, I of course mean all of you. We may hail from different lands and times, but we are all here now, united under a common purpose. So let us eat together, laugh together, and share our stories for the rest of the night. Look at him, so happy. Nice. Okay, so this is what happening with this team. So oh boy, I need to complete a mission. Oh. Well, I guess I'll have to pause this a little bit and I'll be back again. So yeah, see you guys after the little farming that I do. Alright, I am back. I did like two nodes and it was okay. I farmed enough for unlocking this part, and there you go. This is called Ghost Apartment Section 3. Let us begin and let's see what happens. Okay. Oh my god, here we go again. Am I dreaming again? Oh, what the? Who's there? Wait, we're in Las Vegas again. Huh? What's up, master? Oksai. Hey, why the long face? Come on, cheer up. Hey, how about a quick round of gambling before we go fight the swimsuit swordmaster? Yeah. What the hell is happening? Okay. Oh, we're back at the Comic Con. The hell do you think you're doing? John Alter? We already finished the draft. How about we go swimming in the ocean today? Oh boy. Wait, are we going to go even further back? Oh, Ishtar's. Oh yeah. Come on, don't space out on me. I've got plenty of errands for you to run. But hey, once you're done with those, we can kick back and celebrate in style. Oh my god, we're back in those. This is so long ago, like the whole Skahat's swimsuit. What is wrong, Fujimaru? You look pale. It's the first summer event I remember, where we had to gather woods and stuff. How terribly adorable. Oh, I guess this is it then. How very overprotective of you. I'll just leave a very important hint here for you before I go then. What? Oh, Monte Cristo's. Oh god, Dante's here. Am I in? Good, there you are. What in the world was that? Just a nasty little prank. This is the line between dreams and reality, believe me. It wasn't easy getting here. At any rate, this latest singularity is a terrible fit for me. Or perhaps I should say it fits me too well. Regardless, I wouldn't be able to help you anymore. This may be a minute singularity, but it's also the most twisted, demented place I've ever seen. Focus on surviving, collecting records will help you. Records? Of what? Of what happened in this place. Oh, okay. Singularity has already spawned, there is no avoiding it now. But knowing you, you should still be able to prevent the worst case scenario. Be wary of your dreams. Do not succumb to fear. And damn, we're out of time. The interference is cropping up here sooner than I expected. Remember, the key word is fear. The singularity is Wait. Oh boy. Whew. Well, what a weird dream. Oh, maybe I'm more tired than I realized. Good morning, Master. Good morning. Thank you again for your help with that incident last night, or rather, earlier this morning. Breakfast is all ready, so I hope you'll come join us once you're dressed. You bet I will. Okay, well, let's... Morning, Master. Good morning. Huh? Where's Yume Ren? Well, she's a ghost now. Still sucking in bed from the looks of it. I don't know what happened, but it sounds like she really did die. How the hell is that possible? Anyway, Prince of Landing's up there consoling her now, so I'm sure she'll show her face sooner or later. She's here. What's that noise outside? I think I'll go take a look. Hungry? Would you prefer a Western style breakfast or a Japanese style one? Japanese, please. You got it. May I interrupt for a moment? Oh, what's up, Murasaki? Not sure what happened. Perhaps the battle last night they got them worked up. But it looks like the local demonic beasts are a bit restless. Oh. I believe I should be able to handle them myself, but... Don't be silly, we're not going to make you fight by yourself while we sit back and have breakfast. In fact, this should make us for a good morning workout. It'll be a radio calisthenics. Sounds good. Oh, I want to do radio calisthenics too. It was just an analogy. I don't think we ever get radio reception here. Alright, let's do this. Hey, hang on a minute, Emiya. Huh? You're supposed to get a stamp card filled out after radio calisthenics, right? Where do we get one of those? Oh, stop, Ruby. Ask Master for one after we're done fighting. What? And let's see. You know what? Let's take... Yeah, let's take Shikiru. Let's go with this. Oh. All right. Okay, so increase MP God each turn. Okay. This is bizarre. Debuff resist, inflict NP seal. The kid's art attack resist, okay. And chance on NP. Oh, damn, she's quite interesting. She has 2 NP sealing abilities. Okay, yeah, wait, what? Okay, oh no, wait, this is... No, this is NPC. Why did... What? Is this like a error or something? Why is it written in NPC? It should be skill seal. I think that one is skill seal and this one is NPC. Yeah. Wait, why is it written all enemies? I'm confused. What is happening? You know, anyways. Let's see what her noble phantasm is about. Oh, she's a single target. Whoa, what the? Okay.
私の本体に挑むには1000年ばかり修行が足りないか。
All done. Oh man, I really worked up an appetite. Alright, let's head back to the cottage. Uh-oh, I think I forgot to make rice. You what? Emiya? How's bread and miso soup sound? I mean, I like both those things, but they don't go well together at all. Is something wrong, master? Oh no, I just thought... What? What the hell is happening? Oh, Montecristo. I must have pushed my luck too far. But what is it going to do? What is going on with this mountain? Feels like there's something fundamentally contradictory at the heart of it. My mind's starting to stagnate. This is bad. I think I need to rest a little. Oh my god. Okay. Right, let's go to the next one. Welcome back. Wait, she's back to her normal self. What's happening? Oh hey, you're up. Hey, I can't lay around feeling sorry for myself all day. I was just dreaming that you died yesterday? When you said you died yesterday? Nope, I was dead as a doornail. How? What? Oh well, I came back to life after a while as usual. What the hell? I must say, I have no earthly idea how his spirit origin works. Then why was she depressed? Like, if she was going to come back either way. Though actually, it was weird. That attack shouldn't have been enough to kill me. A little thing like an axe to the head isn't usually enough to kill me. Well, because this is like what that was like a horror, like, you know, B-movie slasher film or whatever. So, according to the rules, you're supposed to die if the killer gets you. But for some reason, this time it was, "Good morning, everyone. That was quite a day we had yesterday, wasn't it? I'll say, so what's the plan for today?" I spoke with Emiya and we decided to try venturing outside. Is that so? Okay, I'm going to take a walk. That does seem like a good plan. As a general rule of thumb, we should use the morning to recuperate and prepare, then begin our investigation proper at noon. Good morning, everyone. Excuse me, everyone, but could you all come outside? I think we may have something of an emergency. Oh my god, not again. What? More demonic boars? Do you see that? It looks like another... Wait a minute. And it's much more taller than a quarters. Wait, where's Emiya and Ili? Oh, okay, nothing. Was that building always there? I don't believe so, no. What do you think we should do, Sigurd? Is that a castle? No. A tower? No, not that either. It's more of a modern building. Still, no matter what type of building it is, I'm certain we would remember something so distinctive. Got a minute? We just discovered a house over there that didn't exist yesterday either, just popped up all of a sudden. We'd probably better look into it, huh? I think Amy is going to investigate that one. Okay. That's so. I see Red Mantle still as hardworking as ever. Oh, come to think of it, I wanted to talk to you, Sigurd. Something I can do for you. You know when those Valkyrie friends of yours got off to? Oh wait, yeah, they're not here. My beloved and I saw them last night, but I have yet to see them this morning. Yeah, got it. Did something happen to you, wherever it was? I hope they weren't too pushy about it. Nah, they just asked me about to teach some moves with the spear. Oh. And since I got some time to kill right now, I figured why not. Oh, I see. Thank you so much. I would be honored to have the Child of Light teach my sisters personally. I'll be sure to tell them you said yes. Would you? Thanks. Just let them know I'll be hanging out around here whenever they're ready. I will. I think I'll have breakfast before I go see about the new building. What will you do, Master? I'm thinking about going with Lady Yu Mei Ren. I can't understand your concern, seeing as she's already died once. Alright, understood. She headed off towards the woods. You should still be able to catch up with her if you hustle. Got it, thanks. Okay. Oh, it's you. What's up? You want me to join for some force therapy? Well, okay. Just don't expect it to be fun. You'll have fun just watching me? Yeah, don't be a creep. Oh, there's a... Ah, man, I'm still sleepy. Maybe my death hit me harder than I thought. Would it help if I give you a shoulder? What's up with you? Yeah, okay, if you're willing, why not? That's it. That's the spot. You know, you're not half bad, though of course you can't compare to the mysterious masseuse from the Enmate. Yeah. Forests are great, aren't they? Too bad this one's so cursy. Cursy? You know, curses, grudges, negative emotions, the whole thing. I swear you humans make such a huge impact on your environments, it's absurd. Word of advice, keep your hatred and jealousy and the garbage like that to a minimum, alright? Okay. And whatever you do, don't take someone who looks up to you commit suicide. Wait, what? And whatever you do, don't make someone who looks up to you commit suicide by drinking poisoned wine. I still don't get how that isn't just plain murder. That's awfully specific. Oh, okay. Don't worry, that's never gonna happen. Okay. Good, I hope not. But hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should never hate anyone or that you should be some kind of a saint or something. I mean, human history is pretty much made up entirely of that kind of stuff, right? So if that's the way it has always been, then it's okay, at least for now. Wow, Lady Yu Mei Ren, you have some pretty impressive, insightful moments. Insights sometimes. Hold it, what do you mean sometimes? I'm always an incredible, insightful senpai. I don't think so. Well, as much as I'd love to stay, I think I'd better be on my way. Yeah? Okay, later then. Wait, wasn't he supposed to go with her to the... Oh my god, I feel Kiara's going to come. I might be taking it a little too easy for a change. Oh, Tomoe. Oh, hello, Master. May I ask you what you're doing here, just staring off into space? I see. While it has certainly been a lot of fun staying inside all morning playing video games, perhaps we should try some activities that take better advantage of being in the mountains? Like what? We may be staying at a cottage now, but traditionally, mountains have been cut off from human communities. As such, out of the three essentials, clothing, food, and shelter, the later two are an especially crucial part of living on one. Well, I suppose those priorities might change if one were to somehow find oneself in a mountain, stark naked. But since that is not the case for us, I think we should focus on securing food and shelter. First, we can chop down some trees. Oh, on second thought, that may be somewhat difficult. Let us start by making a roof of branches instead. Since it's not very cold out there right now, being summer and all, a simple lean-to should suffice for our survival shelter needs. Of course, in other environments, other kinds of shelters are also needed to provide more protection from the elements. There is a world of difference between, say, the jungle and the desert, after all, both in terms of available resources and safety. Fortunately for us, the mountains is fairly standard as far as survival environments go, so the shelter we need here should be relatively easy to make. If we were in a desert, we would have to find some way to escape the heat of the sun's rays. Is she actually speaking about all of this from her knowledge from like video games, like survival video games and stuff? I'm told that digging a hole in the ground and crawling into it is a good way to do that. At any rate, while we would normally ask the campground manager before building a new shelter on the property, given that this is an emergency and then there is no one around to ask anyway, I think we shall be in the clear, so to speak. Yeah, I think we'll be fine, probably. Right. Well, what you all up doing over there? Sure looks like y'all having fun, I got some time to kill in case you want some help. Billy the Kid. You're a thief, are you not? I prefer the term outlaw if you don't mind my saying so. Whatever you choose to call yourself, you're still resolutely a criminal. But I suppose it is alright. Hey, thanks, mighty kind of you. I doubt Queen Yang Yu's be half as merciful if she were in your shoes. Oh, I'm not so sure. I suspect she may be more willing to compromise than I am. At any rate, let us begin building our new shelter. Yeehaw! While a lean-to-do is a good start, we will still need some proper walls to keep us to mind. No matter how warm an environment may seem during the day, it can still become deathly chill in an instant at night. So, we will begin by gathering fallen leaves and using them in conjunction with branches to build our shelter's frame. Okay? Man, this sure takes me aback. This is the exact type of shelter that me and my fellow outlaws used to make back in the day. We must also be careful to leave enough space in our shelter for proper ventilation. Wilderness survival is at heart about one's ingenuity in working together with what one has and can find. A good shelter should meet several conditions. For example, it must have good ventilation, dry floors, and it must not pose a danger if it should fall apart. Where is she getting all of these knowledge? I think she's probably talking from video games, those video games where like those survival games where you're just like in like an abandoned island with like some rocks and stuff and you start punching the trees to get some wood to make a axe and then like that type of thing. This should be doable if we are able to get a little creative with the roof and the frame. Right, yar. For example, in modern days, you might just happen to have yourself a tarp even when you're out on a mountain. And that tarp will be a perfect roof for keeping you out of the heat and wind and rain and such. Yes, exactly. This is all good stuff. Thanks for teaching me. Not at all, it's my pleasure. Alright, now that our shelter is finished, let us rest inside a bit and enjoy some friendly conversation. Well then, I got a little something for y'all, assuming of course that you'll like harmonica music. If you got any requests, I'm happy to hear them. Can't promise I'll be able to play them, but I'll do my darnest. Hi senpai, did you enjoy your morning out? I see. So you did forest therapy with Yume Rin and built a shelter with Tomoe. Forest therapy. That sounds like a wonderful outdoor experience. I wish I could have joined you. Perhaps you can do so tomorrow. For the time being, we have another objective to fulfill. Yeah, I spent the whole morning fortifying the cottage's defense, with help from Third, Hilder, and Orlinde. I knew you would have everything well in hand, my beloved. As for me, I went over to the new building and observed it from closer, though still safe distance. Oh, he went there, okay. I did not see anything suspicious, indeed. I saw no sign whatsoever of human presence. But there is no denying the strange and unusual air about it. Well, of course there'd be something strange about an apartment building way up in the mountains like this. It's an apartment building. Okay, I think I can show you the way there, so I'll go with you. What do you mean? My parental guardian lives in that building. Oh, Anderson lives there. So I couldn't go back there yesterday since I couldn't see it. You have a parental guardian? I do now. I met him after I was summoned here as a servant. Even though I don't have many memories of my human self or being Yao Bikuni, he said no child should be out in the mountains alone, and that I should come with him if I had nowhere else to go since he had plenty of rooms to spare. He also sort of declared himself my guardian even though I never asked. But it wouldn't be too much trouble to turn him down, so I took up on his offer and stayed there for a while. I think today you can call it safe house maybe? All I know for sure is that room he gave me was a real dump. I see, so you never met this person before? No, as far as I know, I've never seen him in my life. As I keep telling you, I don't remember anything from my old lives whatsoever. Yeah, she was summoned here. Speaking of purely from a risk assessment factor, I must ask, are you sure you can trust this man? No, on second thought, I should probably first ask if he's human or a servant. I can't say for sure one way or the other. He's very sickly and delicate, so he doesn't seem he could do any fighting. So I can't really imagine he's a servant. But neither can I imagine a local living in such a decrepit ruin of a building. Now that I think about it, what is he anyway? Still, I'm positive he's not dangerous. Though I don't know if you can trust him. I'm not entirely sure what to make of her assessment. Well, yeah. In my experience, those who are most open and straightforward are also the ones who can most reliably trust. For example, an earnest and forthright warrior who shines as brightly as the morning sun. No, my guardian is pretty much the opposite of that. I do think that crusty eccentric will trust you though, at least as long as I'm with you. Especially since I cleaned up all the trash in their rooms, made him coffee and cooked him real meals. Wow. Sure, he may never have thanked me, but I just know for sure that he's grateful. Yeah, I don't think that sounds... That's a good impression. I guess we may not be able to say much about this guardian figure until we meet him for ourselves. Still, this doesn't change the fact that there's now a strange new apartment building we should probably investigate. What do you like to do, Master? Let's head over there now. Understood, then let's get going. I'll lead my way, okay? Okay, here we go. The fog is starting to get really thick. Yes, it is. We could easily end up lost if you're not careful. I'm using runes to record our route, so we shouldn't have any problems getting back to the cottage. But we should still keep our guard up, and there's no telling what else might happen. I should have known you would also be beautiful when you're being very beloved. Oh my god, Sigurd, stop. Cut it out, beloved. It's a good thing I have guts, or I would have been dead right here. Marsh, is it okay for her to hurt him like that? Oh, yes. Sigurd knows that's just how Brynhild shows her love, and he's okay with that. Oh, I see. So that's love, huh? It's a rather unusual and an extreme way of demonstrating affection, but yes. Now I understand. You can't have love without pain. I learned something today. I don't think you should learn that. You know? Hey, I think I see something. Oh damn, it's really an apartment building, like an actual thing. Is that the place? Damn, they must have cut every corner they could in building this place. Does seem a little bit behind on its upkeep. I'll say it looks like it's been outright abandoned. It's a huge building. Is that really where your guardian lives? Like, only one person lives here? God damn. I know it's hard to believe and don't understand it either. He said that while the service might be non-existent, at least there are plenty of rooms to go around. Yeah. And he likes staying in different rooms each day depending on what kind of mood he's in. So even I don't know where he's right now. We might have to check, oh my god, every room until we find him. This is crazy. That's alright, we came up here hoping to find a clue about how to resolve our predicament, so we need to investigate all of the building's rooms anyway, no matter how troublesome that they might prove. I guess you're right, we may as well start on the first floor and check every nook and cranny from there. Oh, I hate that kind of tedious work. Well, complain about it will not make it any less tedious. Come, we have work to do. It kind of reminds me of the Karno Kyokai event, you know. Not even the corridors get much sunlight, do they? What a gloomy building. Okay, this room's first. I hope you are all ready for whatever might be inside. Why are you so happy about this? Kind of like a video game. Ah, was it that obvious? Well, you see, this building happens to look exactly like one from an horror game I used to play a while ago. I was just remembering the tension and excitement I felt before opening a new door in the game. Nothing compares to the tension of knowing you must press on even as you're dangerously low on resources. So you're excited at the prospect of tediously going through every damn room in the building. You know what? This is the thing, you know, about like these type of just open world, like, you know, games. Like, you just go to every nook and cranny and just trying to find out some loot and stuff. And it's like a weird type of satisfaction to actually see that 100% on the map. You know, you've completed 100% exploring this place. I don't know what it is, but it's like a weird thing. That's why like maximum people in these games, they try to like 100% complete the map and do everything like 100%. It's like a weird thing that I guess people who play games have. Like they want to, like, you know, complete everything like properly, and like it's like have a weird satisfaction for that. And yeah, I also have that, like, you know, for certain games, not all games, but certain games, like where we do want to like 100% everything, and just like, you know, opening like a door, trying to find like some loot in it or something like that. Kind of fun. Yes, I am. The hunt for items you need is one of the best parts of those sort of, there you go, games. Worrying about these things, such as having enough healing items stocked up on ammo and finding the items needed to proceed to the next event. Like, the funny thing is, like, half of these items that we find, we don't even use them. We just, like, you know, the good ones, we just keep them in like some stash for future use, and by the end of the game we find out that we haven't even used them. They're just there, you know. It's just, we just found it and we just kept it there, like always using the bad things first to keep the good things for the later game. And then by the end we see that we've finished the game in itself and not even used it that much. Like, for example, one like maybe like a legendary gun we found, or a legendary sword we found, and we're just like, oh, let me keep this for the later game. Especially in games where there's like a mechanic where the weapons break down or something, you know, like we just keep those good items for the end in hopes that they don't break down quickly and we're going to use it in the later part. Something like that, I don't know. Are all part of the unique mixture of unease and anticipation that makes the genre so exciting. So, of course, it is exciting precisely because there could be genuine dangers waiting for you. That's true. Fighting enemies, you know. I guess we're not out of the ghost busting woods yet. Let's take care of him. Alright. Okay, let's take Tomoe this time. Okay. Okay, what is this? Large amount of crit stars. Crit stars each turn. Apply debuff immune. Card. What? Apply guts 1 time 3 turns. Increase crit strength 3 turns and apply staying up late. The stun is applied after 3 turns, 1 turn. Treat it as a buff for yourself. This is a weird skill. What the hell?
承知。
はい。
燃えなさい。
ええ。ごめんなさ
朝日勝負ご長乱あれ。攻めまする。夢のよう。もっと攻めまする。とっ。人気。どうぞ遠慮なく。
はい
恋のように
行きます。
けなげでしょ。
痛いですね。
もっ承知。とっ。
Alright.
なかなか味のあるお方でした。食べがいがあったかどうかはまた別の話ですが。
Wait, what? When did I change? Why did my what? Why is Gudako in my? I had Gudao in my. What happened? Did I change when? Oh god, I need to go check. I usually keep Gudao like in my main menu, main master gender. Why is it Gudao this time? Gudako. So far there have been nothing but ghosts inside every room we have checked. Are you certain your guardian is here, Lily? Yes, I'm certain. He says the ghosts have never harmed him and that they at least let him work in peace, unlike the living. That's Anderson, yeah. Apparently he originally came here to stay in the hotel but decided on this apartment building instead. So there's a hotel nearby as well. He's very sensitive to what other people do around him, so he probably avoided the hotel on purpose. Well, there certainly don't seem to be any other people in the building, so I suppose I can see the sense in that. Still, with this many enemies, it's going to take some time to search every room. Master, I suggest we split up to cover more ground. If one of us should come across a clue of this guardian figure, that person can let everyone else know. Fortunately, this place is so quiet that we need only raise our voices a bit to communicate. Isn't it dangerous for all of us to go off all on our own? Good point. We should probably stick to more than 2 groups. Okay, so yeah, like this place is huge, so we do need to kind of split up, otherwise it'll take a long time. But at the same time, splitting up is usually not a wise idea most of the times. We certainly should risk reducing our forces on Master's side too much. In that case, I think it may be best if I and some more form of one more form the other group, since I am the one who suggested this. Then I'll go with you, Sigurd. Of course, beloved, that's exactly what I had in mind. I trust you'll be alright with that, Master. You know what? Go ahead. Yeah, no objections here. First, let us agree on a time and a place to meet in case something unexpected should happen. Alright, that should do it. Then from here on, we'll be going our separate ways. Good luck. Excuse me. I couldn't speak up earlier since you lovebirds never gave me a chance. But I don't think going off on your own is a very good idea, right, man? Oh my god, they just left. I guess I was too late. Darn. No need to worry, Lord Sigurd is a world-famous dragon slayer and Lady Brynhild is a great Valkyrie. Between the two of them, I doubt there are any monsters or spirits who could stand a chance. Or is there something else that worries about you? Oh, did we forget to save or something? Yes, we indeed did. No, it saves automatically. Oh, it's an autosave game. Okay. Oh no, I wasn't able to read it. Oh god. Just a sec. What did she say? It saves automatically, so we should be fine there. Anyway, if they end up running into trouble, well, maybe that'd be interesting too. Fidgeting. Beloved. Yes? If you're wondering about the ghost, I believe we already defeated them all. Is something wrong, beloved? Not at all. I was just thinking how nice it is to be alone together in a quiet place like this. Oh my god. It really is, isn't it? It's almost like looking up at the stars in the sky in a world where there's no one else but you and I. Instead, this is like a broken down building, you know? I need no starry sky, beloved. I could gaze into your amethyst eyes all day and night. What is happening? Oh lord. Oh, someone's going to cock block them, I'm pretty sure. Here we go. Oh wait, she's... okay, never mind. It's more what I had in mind. I see. I suppose you do have a point there. You probably know this, Master. But such TV scenes are quite common in B horror films. Wait, that's still ongoing? Just before the lovebirds are brutally murdered. I don't know if we have to worry about that. It's still in the middle of the day after all. I'm not sure the day-night rules applies to that sort of situation. The audience's anger may be strong enough to result in the couple being murdered anyway. I didn't bring it up earlier because I thought it would be common sense and didn't bear mentioning. Oh, now that you mention it, I guess that really is common time for the killer to show up in a movie like that. Then, aren't they in danger? No fear. No fear. Wow. Okay, I'll do one more, arrow, and then I'm going to end this video here. Oh god, look at the lag. What the hell was that? Okay, so... and what does say Castoria with me? And let's put another Castoria. Where is she? There she is. Yeah, let's do it like this. Let me see if I can loop Yara. Well, it's time to meet and share our findings, and we are at the place we chose, but yeah, no sign of Sigurd or Brynhild. Well, what the hell's their problem? Who did you think that? Well, I feel like if Zhang Yu, or I think Go Yu, that's how you pronounce his name. Go Yu, isn't it? Or yeah, I already forgot. I just got to know in the previous video how his name is pronounced, and then I forgot again. They think I wouldn't want to spend alone time with Lord Zhang. I'm going to call him Zhang Yu for now, unless and until I'm confirmed that it's actually Go Yu. In a quiet place like this, of course I would. The sheer gall, unbelievable. That's not what you're worried about, you Mayrin. The worst case would be that they... well, the only thing we can do now is go looking for them ourselves. But we should also leave a note for them here in case they arrive after we leave. True. Okay there, come now. We still have to fill out the rest of the map. God. Oh lord. Yeah, I guess that's how it went. Surely. Ah, they're covered in blood. Yeah, this is pretty normal for them. Wait, they're dead? Oh, I thought it's just normal Brunhild and Sigurd just having a, them just stabbing each other. Not each other, but Brunhild stabbing, Sigurd. Yep, they're totally dead. I can tell from my own recent brush with it. No, it is Brunhild just stabbed him, I think. That's what happened. Ah, this is terrible. What happened, Brunhild? I guess the two of them going off like that really did bring the killer down. No, it's Brunhild, I think. She's the one who stabbed him. It just goes to show that even things with a 1% chance of happening can and do happen. Wait, did the killer really come? However, I'm still alive. Nothing to worry about here. You're alive? What? How? Dude, it was a good thing I have guts. Or I have died then and there. Oh, Sigurd, thank goodness. What in the world happened here? Did the enemy attack? No, it's Brunhild. I don't know. I do have the impression that something happened here, but I have no recollection of what. Whatever it was, I'm sure it couldn't have been serious. After all, I'm still alive. So please, pay no mind. And the fact that I'm wiping blood off my beloved's hands, even in that aspect, it is Brunhild. This certainly isn't an effort to conceal evidence or anything like that. Haha, as they say, there's nothing to see here. From all the blood on that Valkyrie chick's hands, it looks like she stabbed him, so... Wouldn't that make her the would-be killer? Oh lord. Yeah, whatever. Besides, I get the feeling this happens all the time with them. Oh Sigurd, as long as you're safe, there's nothing else in the world I need. Really? Would you lot keep it down? You're irritating the crap out of me. It's Anderson. Cripes, you must be bored out of your skulls to come make this much noise in a crap hole like this. If you just want to be loud, you should go to the ocean, and when I see ocean, I don't mean the beach. I mean you should go listen to the waves and make asses of yourselves at the edge of a nice steep cliff so that when you fall off, the world would get... would be rid of you. It'll be the thrill of your tragically shortened lives, but don't take my word for it. Hell, if you live to tell the tale, I might even listen. I feel like a neighbor just pounded on the wall to say be quiet. That sounded like it came from the next room over. Oh, that's where he was. Come on, everyone, let's head to the next room over. That was my guardian right now. Oh, assuming Sigurd and Brunhild are okay, of course. Are you? Of course, never better. Come, Brunhild, let's be on our way. Oh, are you a little unsteady on your feet? Yeah, you can lean on me, don't be shy. Oh boy, he's getting stabbed again. Wait, you mustn't. Oh fuck, can you at least wait till you get in another room? I'm still having to do without Lord Xiang Yu here, you know. Hi there. Yep, there he is. Can't believe you just barged in like you own the place. You lot locals or something. At first I thought you might be a bunch of bikers, but I guess you are just thieves. Well, if you came here looking for valuables to steal, I'm afraid you're out of luck. All I've got are reams of manuscript paper and notes, the kind you can find for pennies just about anywhere. Of course, if you still want them that badly, I'm willing to let them go for well above market price. I've never seen this guy before, but he seems familiar somehow. Yeah, you are familiar with him. I'm home. Is anyone in need of assistance? So they're friends of yours. Haven't I told you not to bring trouble back with you, Lily? They really looked like they needed the help, so I couldn't resist. But never mind that. I can't believe you made such a huge mess again. I swear you really are hopeless. Why bother? The one good thing about staying in a decrepit old building like this, you don't have to clean it. If one room gets too messy, I can just move to another. I've always been good at making studies. Besides, I don't recall asking you to look after me. If you manage to find some new guardians, you go right ahead and play with them from now on. I can't do that. I've already started paying you back for your help. So I'm going to stay here and be your secretary until the manuscript is done, whether you like it or not. I guess it's just accepting the payment was too much to hope for. Fine, whatever. So, what's the story with the rest of you? I have no intention to getting involved in whatever it is you're up to here, but I'm somewhat curious about your backgrounds. Whatever the topic is information is always valuable, so I can at least hear what you have to say. Well, can you turn your face this way, please? Galia, huh? And the Singularity place is just a strange land we're in now, is it? I've never heard of anything called Galia before, and yet oddly enough, it does sound familiar. Maybe I'm actually a servant from there too. But unfortunately, I can't say one way or the other, as I have no memories of anything before I came here. Oh, really? I've always made it a point not to trust or work with another else, just as a way to protect myself. I'm sure I'll go back to my old self once you erase the Singularity. Oh, and take your time with that. You can never have too much vacation time after all. As for me, I have no intention whatsoever of working as a servant, so you can just call me busy author. Oh, he hasn't as much glanced up from his desk even once. There you go. Now you know what a crusty, cantankerous man he is. Still, he was doing mental fieldwork and such before all you showed up, and I saw him investigating the land here on his own. So he might be able to help you all with somehow. I already told you I'm not helping anyone. If I help you, I'll make myself a target for whosoever is opposing you. That's true. I don't get to go on vacation very often, so I prefer to spend it in peace. Right now, I just want to finish this damn assignment as soon as possible and go relax at the lodge by the lake. By using the magical energy I gave you as a reward, right? My guardian here likes to talk tough, but his spirit origin is laughably weak. So I shared some with my magical energy with him just to make sure he didn't end up dying to one of those ghosts. She practically forced it on me after saying she couldn't bear to see someone in need of assistance. I'm not charity case, but I believe in fair work. Oh god. And for fair pay. That's why I'm here tolling away at this damn manuscript. Oh wait, did Kiara hire him for something? It's like a payment for the mana. I think I see. I'm not entirely sure I understand. Oh, don't worry. It's a simple case of he scratches my back, I scratch his. Oh, okay. By the way, how much progress have you made since I was last there? It's been 2 full days. Surely you must have gotten somewhere, right? Oh lord. Fujimaru, I've changed my mind. I'm going to help you only though a little. Amnesia or not, I'm still a servant. I'm happy to prioritize restoring humanity above anything else. I have a good idea of what's going on here now thanks to everything you told me. And my author's intuition is telling me you should investigate any new places you discover. I don't know much about movies, but they do have scripts like any other story, right? Then the economy of storytelling tells that every place in a movie must have some significance to it. This world we're in now isn't just some random background for stories or ordinary lives. It's been created specifically to act as a breeding ground for drama, right? So don't take anything for granted, even things that seem commonplace or insignificant. Those are the sorts of things that will be used to resolve. Okay. That is build tension for the final act of the story. Aside from that, there's also the apartment building. You still haven't finished investigating every room here, right? Then do that. And take Little Miss Deadline here with you and don't come back for at least 5 days. That'll give me just enough time to procrastinate and then throw something together on day 5. Hang on, what did you just call me? That sounded rude. Miss Deadline. Alright, there's one thing I must ask you, Lord Author. Would you happen to know why we weren't able to see this apartment building until yesterday? Maybe because of the fog? What? You couldn't? Maybe the building's owner had something to do with it. I certainly didn't. Then again, maybe it would be more accurate to say I wasn't the target. The fact that your organization is being attacked by abnormalities like this shows that someone among you is... Oh! Never mind. It definitely wouldn't be overstepping to say anything more. I'm getting back to work. Oh, but I do need a pick-me-up first. Lily, as it turns out, I'm very much in need of assistance. I'd like a meal as an additional reward. I'd like at least a little satisfaction before I get back to the order's toil that is writing. Some freshly steamed fish would be hit this... No, on second thought, this is a resort, isn't it? Take then. A nice juicy filet mignon. Not that I can tell the cuts of beef apart. While I usually enjoy helping people in need of assistance, I'd be just as happy pretending this man doesn't even exist. What do you think, Master? Let's split into 2 groups again and keep investigating. So, do you want us to keep exploring the building and to investigate the house that mysteriously appeared? Understood, we will split up again as before. Oh my god, Agan Brunhild is going to stab Sigurd. Would anyone like to join Brunhild and I while we explore the house? I can go along with you. Thanks, Master. Keep an eye on them, will you? I will, Master. Then, Master, myself and Lady Yu Mei Ren will continue to explore this building. I'll go with you too. Just give me a quick moment to finish up here, please. Aren't you going to stay with Mr. Busy Author? No, that's okay. I kind of shaped and colored some canned chicken so it looks more or less like steak. That should be enough to get him to focus in his writing for a while. He gets about twice as foul-mouthed whenever he's writing, so it's best to leave him alone anyway. But I can't leave him alone too long or he'll end up starving, so I'll just come and check on him once in a while. I see, you two are a lot like a parent and child then, aren't you? I do love people in need of assistance, but that doesn't mean I want to become his full-time maid. I've never had steak before, but I guess it's not all it cracked up to be, because this is not the original steak. Anyway, Lily, you can go with these people if you want, just be careful you don't get kidnapped. You're still an innocent about a lot of things in this world, so you need to watch out that you're not going to end up falling with a bad crowd. Yeah, right, I highly doubt that. Nobody asked you, Mr. Sourpuss. If I were you, I'd be more worried about going feral without me here to look after you. Remember, if I see you try to jump out a room without any clothes on again, I'll call the cops. Oh, while I'm at it, I also changed your toothbrush and washed your sheets. Don't forget to put the latter back on yourself, okay? Of course, I can get by fine with my own, if I have to. Fujimaru was it. I'm counting on you to take care of Lily for me. She's still too young to know right and from wrong, so make sure she stays on the straight and narrow. Maybe I don't know right from wrong, but I can still recognize a hopeless masochistic pig when I see one. Oh, what? Oh, nothing. Okay, Mr. Sourpuss, make sure you keep working. I'll come back to check on you once I've taken care of things here. Wow. Alright, let's go pay that house a visit. You be careful too, master. Oh, and... and what? Never mind. I'm sure I'm just imagining things. Great. Okay, master, see you later. Wow, I'm pretty sure something's going to happen after this. I wonder what's going on with Marsh. Who knows? They do say Heart is as unpredictable as the autumn sky. So of course it's summer now. Alright, it's time to get started. We still need to explore every inch of this apartment building. This should be fun. It will be like exploring every side path in a dungeon crawler. Whatever you say, come on, let's go. Personally, I think it feels more like a Shinsengumi raid than crawling through a dungeon. Oh drat, even though she seems to be from the modern world, I do not think she understood my reference. Well, and okay, we keep going from room to room in a seemingly endless chain. Most of them empty, save for a faint smell of something rotten. Oh my god. Nope, nothing here. I do see signs that people once lived here, but they must be from at least 30 years ago. Damn. It is as though time itself came to a halt here. All except for the fact... Yeah, well... that one of the dead spirits here is much tougher than it should be. That's right, I just took a quick look at it and think its grudge is at least 500 years old. We have to help it move on. I don't think it's in need of assistance so much as it's just in pain. Alright, then let's kick its ass and be done with it. Okay. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, great. Okay. Alright, let's see. Oh damn, died completely. And there you go, the grudge is gone. And let's go all out with this. Yeah. I just wanted to do that. I think then the increase in attack is like 50%. So I'm getting like a 100% attack increase if I use 2 Custodials Noble and Phantasm. And now for Kiara.
すべては幻、真の白夢。極楽浄土は我が手の上。幻は消え去って。
Damn!
追放無幻に飲まれるようでは。
And that's an AoE attack.
私の本体に挑むには1000年ばかり修行が足りないかと。
Alright, I think I'll end it here. It's been a long time of playing this. Oof. Okay, should I do this? You know what, let's do this. Yeah. Wait, currently it's day, isn't it? You know what, let's go to night. I'll do the farming at night after this. Okay, let's complete this. Because I do want it to turn to night time so that I can do the farming at night. Alright, okay, let's take Tomoe with us. And here you go, Tomoe. And you know what, let's take... Yeah, let's use her for the moment now. Yep, it's night. Okay, that'll be good. Like, I'm doing it this now, and after that I'll farm at night. While dead souls nursing grudges did show up from time to time, the servants were was always quick to deal with them. But no matter where they looked, there was no sign of anything that could help them bring the singularity to an end. But there were still some other things to be found, though it wasn't a record of the past, so much the past itself. It was a sound of rancor and confusion filling the air, asking only one question. Why? Wait, what happened? The journal is written with characters from multiple different languages. I cannot determine what it's saying. Perhaps it's a kind of a code. That would explain why it's written like this. Though that does not give us any leads. Let me see that. I can read this. You're right, it's a code written mixture of old Chinese and Japanese. Oh. Oh, wow. Here, Tomoe, I'll teach you the trick so you can read it too. Understood. Thank you. Sure thing. Okay, so first... I just finished reading the journal, Master. Where to begin? An unbroken string of memories began to split apart. It seems this mountain was once called... Okay, what the hell? This village has been around for a very long time, or at least since well before my own lifetime. It looks to be about 2000 years old or so. 2000 years? Excuse me, Lady Yu Mei Ren, but how do you read this name? Beats me, those characters don't make any sense there. It's probably someone important, but whoever wrote this changed some details so they couldn't be identified. I see. There seems to be something strange about this person's writings. Strange? How? The descriptions they give of various peoples are contradictory. For example, these passages here. Oh my god, what happened? Oh, did the power go out? Huh, it's nighttime already? But the sun couldn't possibly have set so quickly. A demonic creature has appeared, so it's right now. Night now. So this is another one of the rules. Oh my god. Sorry everyone, it looks like it's here now. What's here? Oh, I thought you knew. A decrepit old apartment building, empty rooms, stagnant air. Oh lord, what is it this time? Sealed off spaces and malice accompanies them. It's a scary story that's told all throughout the world. Like, you know, the haunted apartment building. It's quite the pickle, hey master? What are you gonna do? What else? We pound the snot out of it until... Will you settle down already? Tomoe, I'm getting sick of hearing you stomping on. I don't think it's her. I didn't move a muscle. I didn't so much as buzz either, of course. Was it you then, master? It wasn't, was it? Definitely wasn't me. Then who? Why? It was me. Okay, whoa. Okay, what the hell? Why is she here? Why did you run from me, dear auntie? Oh god. Kyohime, are you alright? I don't think so. Oh no, I'm not running at all. Not when there are so many aunties here. What do you mean? Oh lord. Oh my. Anchin. I'll never chase you again. I'll never hate you ever again. You and I can just live out our days here forever and ever. Kyohime, you're burning up the literal sense of the world. Oh my, whatever are you saying, dear Anchin? This is just paper covered lantern. It helps me wake up with the toasty rays of the morning sun. Oh, she's literally cold-blooded. Oh yeah, makes sense. She thinks I'm Anchin too? This is very bad. It seems we just have to do what we can do. What we do best to settle her down. Yeah. So kick her ass. Right? Of course. I'll help you. It would be a big problem for me and my guardian if she were to burn down this whole building. Come on, master, you help too. Right. This is just... Oh boy. Ugh.
深海の蜃気楼殺生院でありますまかり越してございます
Wait, what? Anchin trait. What? Increased damage dealt against Anchin. Oh my god. What is
噛め
this?
ば噛むほど味わい深いバカができてるんですよ 舞の練習ってことで小手調べです百人本たまにはこういうのもねストーキング触るな
Okay, so...
見せたくないんだけど
What is this? Apply guts, increase NP gain, increase NP gain when you're in water, gives NP gain when on sunlight field. Oh. Okay, let's see. I've not seen her noble phantasm, so...
降雨様より託されたこの槍は
Anti-fling rondo.
夏の魔物をことごとく撃滅さしまいます我が呪いはただその意に従うのみやいさく散り狂えありし日の手放しが細く
Okay.
出滅サーブ上から来る触れられると思うのかさあもう死んでいい夏の
Damn. Okay. Damn. Damn.
満足いただける舞になったかしら。
Yep, my Kiara is level 5 or Bond 5. Huh? What was I doing? Oh, she's back. Okay. Oh my, what are you all doing here? Thank goodness she's come back to her senses. Well, you know as much as a berserker can. Oh wait, she's a lancer now, yes? Yeah. At any rate, what in the world happened? What do you mean? I'm afraid I have no memory of all that happened, of whatever I was just doing. Setting that aside for the moment, excuse me, Kiyohime? Yes, that's me. What can I do for you, O small and virtuous one? 1, 2, 3. Wait, what? What did you just do? It's like, made her fall asleep. I hypnotized her. It's a good thing she was susceptible to it. I'll take her to a room where she can rest. There are still several things I would like to ask her. It doesn't seem like she remembers anything. I see. But hey, at least we know this mountain's name now. Isn't that some... Wait, what was the name? I forgot. I guess finding out who's behind all of this was too much to hope for. Don't worry, there's no rush. These sorts of things are best taken one step at a time, just like virtue. There are so many more moving experiences ahead of us as we go. It's a lot like playing hard to get. Well, I'm pretty wiped out after all that fighting. How are you holding up? I'm fine, of course. That's so. Damn, we spent so much time fighting that it's nearly actually nighttime now. Let's get back to the cottage before anything else tries to jump us. Yep, sounds good to me. Alright. Okay, now I'll end it here. Oof, damn. Oh. Okay. What's happening? Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go. It's nighttime. I'll be able to farm now. Okay, yeah, I won't be doing this welcoming morning. I'll farm now, you know, and I'll end the video here. Then yeah, I'll be back in the next video. So that's it. This was a long video, you know. I did quite a bit of this part. So alright, so that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. This was my gameplay video of Servant Summer Camp. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, and comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next day, tomorrow hopefully, with another video on the Servant Summer Camp. And yeah, see you guys then. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.